Well, welcome back everybody. I hope you're all doing very well today. So we've got a bit of a random yard day today, I would say. First thing we're going to do, as you can see, we have the cattle box on, and we have 4 of my old girls in the back here. Unfortunately for them, they are heading out today to the mart. We like to cycle through our cattle. We keep them usually for up to 10 or 11 for the dairy cattle, and when they get to about 11 or 11 onwards, then we usually trade them out. So unfortunately for these 4 ladies, that's their birthdays are not joyous occasions this week, so they are off. So yeah, we just finished feeding everyone else up there. We're going to get ourselves on the way. Now, you may have already seen in the corner of the shed there, we have our new machines arrived. We took delivery of the new JCB just yesterday and packed off the New Holland as part of the trade-in. But I am very happy with this. It's going to change our kind of farming practice as far as loaders are concerned and loader work. But it's going to be a great investment as well. Going to be a huge workhorse for us in the future. We've already been using it today just to help load up the feeder, the mixing wagon for the cattle, and also doing a bit of bedding as well. And as you can also see here, whilst our stocks are getting a little bit depleted, this little concoction is all heading away. As I mentioned in the previous video, we are donating this. So this is going to go to a program we call Forage Aid. So when I get back from the cattle, I'm going to jump into the tractor and take this away down to a local collection point, really, which isn't too far away, where all the farmers who are donating will drop everything off, and then it'll all get shipped onto wagons and hauled out of there when possible. So it's not a great deal of bales, but it's a bit of everything, just so if it all does go to a farmer in need somewhere else in the country, he's got everything he'll need to get his livestock bedded and fed up, really. So yeah, it's a nice little thing we can do. I mean, we have got plenty of spare. I may well do another load of silage bales, to be honest, because we're not too far away from when we're going to actually be spreading or cutting our first cut of silage. And as you can see, I've got quite a collection still over in the corner here. So I might just I'll probably hang on to those ones, and I might just get rid of the new ones straight off the field. But we'll see how that goes. But anyway, first things first, we're going to jump into the pickup here, and we're going to take these ladies away. Let's see if we can get that raised up there. Perfect. So this does kind of throw my truck around a little bit, but we'll take our time. We're not in much of a rush, and last thing we want to do is injure the livestock in any way. Perfect. So how are you all doing today? I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's enjoying whatever you may be up to. And hey, if you are enjoying it, let me know what you're doing. And if you're not enjoying it, let me know why you're not enjoying it as well. I do take quite an interest in what everyone gets up to, really, and those people who do watch all my videos, nice to kind of know what it is they do, really. It's going to be tight out there, just about. So we're going to take a little bit of a drive here. Take a little bit of time. But again, more lovely weather, so why not go out there and just make the most of the drive. We won't push it too quickly either. I don't want to, like I said, don't want to cause any accidents along the way. So since our last video, obviously we've done a few changes around the farm. We've swapped out the loader, for example, but we've also finished up seeding finally. The last field we had was the fields that were in cover crop. So they have all been planted up now, which is great news. So we have the field that's going to come up over the bridge here, which is the first one we actually put into cover crop. That is now being sown up with spring barley. And then the 3 fields, actually funny story about those 3 fields that are on further up the coast there. The original intention was to cover crop them all and then put them into spring barley. That didn't quite happen. We put one of them into a cover crop, and as we were doing that, I was over there drilling it myself, and I had a local farmer come up to me and ask me if I'd be interested in kind of leasing the field out to himself. With the aim, he wanted some extra land to put. He's a potato grower primarily, so he wanted an extra bit of space for him to actually extra bit of land for his crop rotation for potatoes. So I thought it was a great idea. So it was there with potatoes. The added benefit of the good root structure in there will break up the land because some of it's quite heavy over there by the train tracks. So yeah, I was more than happy to go ahead with it. So there's going to be 2 fields that have got potatoes growing in there. So, oh Lord, everyone's going to the mart this morning, it seems. So it turns out now we've got 1 field sown up over there, colour crops, and 2 of potatoes. So we are done, is the moral of the story. Check for volume. Sugar beet is really coming along there. That won't be too far from being ready to harvest either, which will be good news. Our crops are coming along very well. Actually, we've had a lot of sunshine and a little bit of rain, which is kind of the perfect balance for what we need. So everything is kind of coming along at the moment, which is fantastic. So we will really be looking to take advantage of that, and hopefully maybe, like I say, we're going to be looking to get the first cut silage in the next few weeks, and then once we get the first cut silage out of the way, we might get a crop of hay off, and then we'll be looking to get stuck into some maybe canola, maybe oilseed rape first, but we'll have to see how the crops fare up. But yeah, we're definitely coming along very well at the moment. Some of the barley and the wheat might need another application of fertilizer before they get desiccated, but it won't be too much by any stretch. Okay, so here we are. Now what we're going to do is whip this around here if I can. Oh, I've got that wrong. Let's see what's going on here. Get this reversed into that. Okay, so let's just go and see what's going on, see if anyone's around here, and we can get these dropped off for auction. Usually the auction isn't today. Well, there's a small auction this morning, but that's primarily for sheep and pigs, I believe, and the cattle auction is usually tomorrow on Thursdays. So we'll have to see what's up with this. Can't see anybody around here at the moment. Leave this with me for a second, I'll see who I can find, and I'll come back to you. Okay then, we are good to go. Got the cattle unloaded off there and got them all registered and booked in the office. So everyone is happy and I can get back to the yard and continue with my day. So everyone is good. There we go, perfect. Okay guys, so I'm just going to take my time to get back here. I will leave you here and I'll pick you back up when we're back home, and we're going to sort out this donated forage. So I'll jump back in with you guys in a few moments. Guys, welcome back. So we're just going to jump straight into the voucher here. It's all set up. Right now, because of the workload, I haven't got Chris or Matt here at the moment. They're both taking some well-earned rest. So it is me kind of just popping on doing all the jobs here, so which I don't mind. It's nice to be able to get back into the swing of everything and just be able to push along at my own pace, really. Assume I can get out this gateway, okay? Yeah, plenty of space. So yeah, we're going to go and, like I said, we're going to drop this off down at one of the local grain stores. They have a stored in the yard. We're going to leave it there, and a couple of other local farmers are doing the same kind of thing. And then it's going to be a haulage contractor. I don't know who, but somebody is donating their services, so they'll be able to come in and just haul everything down in one hit, really, which is also very nice of them. So we're going to leave that with those guys. As you can see here, the rape is coming along fantastically well. Rape has really kicked on in the last few days, so it's fantastic. The weather's really doing it some good. It's not going to be too far away off wanting harvesting at all. Likewise on the right here, we've got some wheat that's coming in strong, really kicking along. It's going to be a busy few weeks coming up shortly. This junction is still an absolute nightmare to stay out of, and it's aided especially by Vulture's ability to mount monitors in the worst locations. Might come back with a chainsaw actually and fell that. So I do believe it's the next entrance we're going to go into here. Possible. We're just going to have a quick look, see what we can do today. We can drop these off. Maybe not that one. This is the field. Okay, I'm just going to leave. Let's not leave the tractor on the slope here like this. Let's just go in and we'll see what we can do. I'm sure we'll find out pretty quickly. Fancy we want to be next door. Can we get around the back here? Let's see. I only really usually come into this place to drop off wheat into there, so the rest of it's a bit foreign to me. Perfect. The bioholic gas plant. I once had to investigate the opportunity for biogas on our farm, but we wouldn't have the output of silage really to put into here. And at the time, we don't grow maize either, so neither of those would work, unfortunately. I guess we'll just drop them into here for now. I'm going to find out why we're putting these, and then I'll come back to you. Alright guys, just like that, They got a couple of telehandlers parked in the shed there, and out they came, and we are now unloaded, which is pretty damn quick. So we're going to head back to the yard, hopefully not get hit by any crazy motorists again. And yeah, we'll bring it back that music again. It's always nice to have some music on the ride. And I'll see you back at the yard. We're just going to have a bit of a tidy up, I think, and get ready for what's going to be a busy few weeks ahead. Okay guys, so we are back at the yard. We made it back safe and sound. Just been doing a little bit of tidying up on the other side there. I've gone and left a shed light on over there. That's no good. So yeah, we're going to, just like I mentioned before, we're going to do a few odd tasks really today. First one of which is we're just going to jump into the small voucher here. As you can see, we've already got the flail mower on the back. What we're going to do is we're just going to go out and mow down some of the verges around the farm here, on some of the smaller roads out to the main road there. Give those a bit of a tidy up, and then we're also going to trim some hedges back on gateways and junctions of roads that I just can't see out with the big machines. Particularly as we're approaching up to harvest time now, it's a little tricky as we need to, there's a lot of tractors and trailers pulling out junctions and gateways, so it's not the safest, and I'm not a big fan of that at all. So it is an ideal opportunity for us here just to get some a little bit of tidying up done really. So we're going to spin the Vulture around and we're going to drive this in reverse. We don't get to use this very often, but it is a fantastic little feature. It's something that Vulture have absolutely nailed in terms of its efficiency here. So we'll fire up the topper. Let's get going. So we're just going to do, like I said, we're going to do all the roadsides here around the farm. It won't take too long at all. So just make sure everything's looking nice and neat, really. Without falling into the ditch, that would be a disaster. Typically the council will come here and do this, but as I mentioned recently, we've had some great growing weather, a little bit of rain here and there, but with a lot of sunshine, so it's nice to get on top of this, keep it all trimmed down. A tidy farm is a good farm, as my old man used to say. Just put this back down again. Coming, we'll get swept over the road quickly. It's a great feature of the Vultures with everything on this one control unit here. It's very easy just to swap everything straight around. Doesn't seem too long ago that the old machines where you'd be craning your neck as you try to turn around and see everything. But this is a fantastic setup. Oh, let's just get away from the ledge again. So we recently planted a few different cattails in this ditch here, primarily just to kind of absorb any of the the runoff nutrients that have come through some of the land here, just to try and tone down any water pollution there may be. Pay particular attention to that of late at the moment in an effort to try and curtail our environmental impact. Seems to be working okay at the moment. So how are the rest of you doing today? Please do let me know what you're getting up to. Shout out to everyone who's been contributing and giving me some feedback, and also just kind keep me updated with what's going on. That's always very much appreciated. At the end of this video, I'm going to just stick up a few shout outs, I think, from some of you lovely loyal subscribers, just to kind of show my appreciation more than anything. So yeah, look out for that. See if you recognize yourself on there. Yeah, it's something I'm going to keep doing over the future. I think it's something I certainly want to keep doing. So yeah, and it's also nice just to kind of spread the love a little bit and just show my acknowledgement and my appreciation for what you guys have been doing, for sure. It certainly does help to kind of expand and drive you on to put up more content there and give you an insight into what we do. So our hedges are in need of a trim here. The council needs to get on it and come out and see this pretty soon. And what we're going to do, we're going to get up to this junction here, we're going to jump out, and I've got the hedge trimmer. I have my chainsaw down in the tractor here, so we're going to get out and see if we can tackle some of these trees at the end here, because it's, unless I'm driving the combine, I can't see out these entrances when I'm pulling out with any load on, so you need to have a look at that. Do is here, we're going to cross over the road. Nothing coming, yes. And it's only slightly easier when driving backwards to see out of this window here. Not by much. So we're just going to turn this around. I was having a chat with you yesterday. I run quite a few just different business decisions through with my old man at various points throughout the day. Now, we were having a chat yesterday about the benefits of putting a little loader onto the front of this tractor. Now, you may ask why, considering we've just upgraded and spent quite a significant investment on the new wheeled loader. But what we want to do is, if we put a loader onto the front of here, which is already quite a light small tractor, it gives us the ability to lead bales to and from the field whilst leaving the big wheeled loader in the yard to unload them. Something that was a bit frustrating I always found if I was on my own clearing bales of hay, for example, from a field. I'd always have to do it and then bring the loader back as well, so it was quite a time-consuming effort. So it's certainly something we're going to have a look into and see how possible it is. Now, let's see if we can have at some of these trees here. I'm not sure we're going to get away with doing much. Which ones that I want to take down? This could just fall directly across the road, which would be a bit of a disaster. So that as well. not the safest practice here, I must admit, but hopefully we're making things a little bit better. I don't want to take the whole tree down, I just want to take these little side branches off. They're the ones that are causing me the grief. This one here, for example, I don't think we're going to get past. Can we get up to that? Let's see if I can get out of here now. Help! I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. How's that look? Marginally better. Oh, the car. Motorist round here, some of the worst. Okay, right, well we'll head back here now. And then we'll do a bit of village trimming up the other side. See how we get on with this. Let's get some beacons on there as well. It's getting a bit overcast here now. Proper job, nice and tidy. All going in very well. So something for you guys to keep your eyes peeled for in the next few, probably the next couple of days. Maybe starting a new series, I think. Kind of focusing a little bit more onto a heavily animal aspect, really, with working with livestock a lot more. It's going to be working with a lot of older machinery, smaller machinery as well, so it could be something a little bit different. Something that still is hopefully very interesting. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. No doubt you're going to see something very soon. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that that's definitely going to be coming. So yeah, it's certainly something that can always be of interest. I think I'm going to put it into one of my favourite maps as well, which always makes it that bit more interesting as well. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that, and I'll let you know as and when it's going to arrive, really. Okay, so we'll just turn this off for the time being. And then we're going to go through to the other side of the farm entrance here, and then we'll do the same thing again. Just about to start getting all of our silage equipment ready to go. It's not going to be far off, or maybe a week or two away from actually having to need that. The grassland's growing very quickly, so we're going to have to get a go on that pretty soon. So it's just looking at getting all the mowers and rakes serviced up, and the baler was serviced up before it was put away, so that's in good shape. So yeah, it'll just be like the mowers and the rakes that need to make sure everything's sharp, everything's working properly, just in all good working order. hate rebuilding stone walls. Last thing I want to do is knock more down. There's actually not too much along here that I need to be concerned about. It's not a lot of grass, so we'll just lift this up and we'll turn the machine off. Apparently that was a mistake. Anyway, we'll go and have a look at the junction to the road end there, and we'll see how that's looking. We should be okay though. Should just be able to leave this stuff. It's not too bad along here. A little favour, we're just going to pull into the tourist spot here. And we'll have a look, see how this is looking as well. See if there's anything I can trim down. Do my bit for the community. What we might be able to do take off. Perfect. Actually in the tree here. That's looking marginally better. I want this one. Here we go. We'll got this one here. Again. Take this bit off here and then that will call it day then, I think. Perfect. Let's have a look, see how that's panning out. I'm strapped again. Well, it's a little bit clearer. Not a great deal, but there's a little bit there. Let's have another look. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Might actually have a chance of seeing that. Alright, so let's spin this vulture back around and we're going to get ourselves home before it gets too dark. Get into any more trouble out here. Yeah, we might come back and do that a bit tomorrow when there's a few less tourists around. Don't want to get anyone injured. Right, yo guys, well, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go and get some dinner and go to bed. But thank you very much for watching as always, and until next time, please do remember to like, comment, rate and subscribe. Stick around to see if you've made it onto the wall of fame at the end of this video, and until next time, stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, and happy farming.